Player 2 has joined the game.
Hey, yo, what's up, everybody? Welcome to episode 335 of the Two Player Co-op Podcast. As always, I'm one of your hosts here, Kevin, along with my brother from my mother, Sean.
How we doing?
Fantastic. If this is the first time you're ever seeing, hearing, or listening to us, this is the Two Player Co-op Podcast, where just about every week, two brothers get together to tell you everything you need to know about in the world of video games. If you like that, make sure you like the video, subscribe, share it with your friends, family, and everyone in betwixt. If you only was a commercial for Old El Paso, so I was close. If you only listen to us on audio services, or if you like Old El Paso, give us a 5-star review, thumbs up, or whatever your service allows. If you really like us, you can always go to patreon.com/2playercoop, where we got a lot of different tiers, but the most popular is the $5 producer tier, where you can watch us record the podcast live on YouTube right now. You also get the podcast
Well, you can't do it right now.
Well, not right now.
But next week.
Kevin, you can do it. I did it on Big Green Egg. Oh, okay. That's what she said. I don't know. Oh, yeah, you can get the podcast live on YouTube one day early, and you get a bonus episode every month, which we are going to be recording after this. Some of our patrons deserve a shout-out, just like the man who has a bar named after him, Mr. John Tingley, as well as our affiliates, Derek Bamford, James Solar, make sure you check out James Games and more on YouTube, Sarah Solar, and Mom. It's a me, a mom.
It's a me, a mommy.
Mommy-o. I wonder if that's what never mind, that's a dumb joke. As well as our producers, Steve Appleton, Aunt Sue, Dustin Downs, and Chris Peralta. Also, make sure you check out PS Rewind on YouTube as well. If you like cool t-shirts and the like, you can go to teespring.com/stores/2playercoop. Fun fact, I don't know if that link still works. I just thought of that.
Why?
Because I think they've gone from Teespring to Spring.
They did. I said that a while ago, and we tested it, and it still works.
Okay.
But that was a while ago. It's possible there was a grace period, and then they're like, all right, we're not Teespring anymore. We're just
not
Spring.
paying for teespring.com anymore. Yeah. We're not going to redirect anymore. Witty banter. Do you have any?
I was just going to say I noticed. So last week was remote, and this is pretty much the only time I go out at night.
Well, I mean, me too.
But in the last, 2 weeks,
you haven't left the house.
No. It got dark.
Yes, Sean.
All of a sudden I drove here and it was dark. And I feel like last time I drove here, it was like sunset. And now it's
almost fall.
Dark.
Yeah.
Tomorrow, right? Or Friday?
Oh, yeah, that's true. Happy birthday, Mom.
Yeah.
Tomorrow.
Happy birthday,
you're not watching.
Two-player co-op affiliate, Mom. But yeah, I don't know. All of a sudden I was driving here and I'm like, it's nighttime.
Yeah.
And I feel like it was not like that the last time I drove here, which was only 2 weeks ago.
Wasn't. But was it? Because I
don't
think we
think
took
so.
a week. When did we take a week off?
I mean, yeah, if it's been 3 weeks.
Or no, it was 2 weeks ago. We took the
but
week off before that, I think.
Maybe. Either way, it was very, very strange.
Weird. One other thing that's really, because you picked up your phone and made me think, iOS 17, I downloaded it today finally. One thing I hate, first off, the plus, and then you got to in messages, you got to hit the plus. And all I do is either send pictures or GIFs.
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 And they're not in that first thing.
You got to click
and then go more.
But you can drag it up. But I don't like that. I want it to just be on the bar so I can go boom.
That should be an option.
Why did they do this? I don't understand. I wonder if they'll give you an option in further updates. Also,
wait, so you have it?
Yeah.
Dude, give me to open your phone.
I didn't do my contact picture yet.
No, I know, but I just want to...
Are you going to airdrop something?
Yeah, I want to try it.
What I don't like is the podcast now.
Oh, okay, that's cool. Share. Not that you want it. I mean, it's a picture of Kira. Maybe you want it.
I didn't even get to accept it. It just came through.
Yeah, I guess by touching...
Well, I guess you're
tips.
consenting if you touch tips, yes. Everybody knows you consent if you touch tips. Podcasts. Mm-hmm. So, when I go to a podcast now... No, I don't want to delete the photo. That was weird. Okay, so Dan Patrick Show, Hour 3.
Yeah.
What I used to be able to do is scroll, and it would give me the summary down here. You can't do that anymore. And I can't find anybody online talking about it. They're like, oh, just go to the up next thing. I'm like, marker 3. So do they have to do, it's there, but if you don't do these marker things, maybe the RSS feeds just need to catch up or something. So what I have to do is if I'm listening to it, I'm like, when do they talk about X, Y, and Z? What I have to do is I have to click that has to load, then go there, and then I can see like the times. Because like for Sacred Symbols, I jump around a lot because I can no longer listen to Colin for 4.5 hours. I skip all the bullshit at the beginning. I jump to like an hour in.
Do they record that all at once? They just sit there and record for 4.5 hours?
Unless they like are recording before a state of play, and then they'll do a pickup and then add that in.
Wow.
So yeah, iOS 17, it's fine. It's whatever. Rasan was like, it's awesome. I'm like, you're just a fanboy.
It's fine.
A few days ago, as we were recording this, 3 days ago, something crazy happened. I still remember where I was on this day. Grand Theft Auto 5 is 10 years old.
And no sign of Grand Theft Auto 6.
I can still remember. It wasn't in my time hop, so I guess because I think either I didn't have like iCloud backups synced up right or something, because this was many phones ago, obviously. 10 years ago, was I still at AT&T? No, I was at ServiceMaster. But I remember going to GameStop up here by Target, walking out, going in, buying it on PS3, even though the PS4 was 2 months away. It's just so funny. And then it didn't come out on PS4 for another year. Anyways, buying it on PS3, going out into the car, taking it out of the bag, taking a picture of it and sending it to Rasan. Just being like, oh my God, I've got it. I had no idea. It was just like, it's another Grand Theft Auto game.
350 hours later.
Well, and 350 million sold, basically, whatever it is. But I just want to recognize that one of the biggest games of all time.
10 years later and still routinely in top 10.
There was rumors going around. Everybody was sourcing, like it was like a circular source. Like no one could actually find where this came from. There was a fake recording of Strauss Zelnick or somebody saying that they were thinking about charging $150 for Grand Theft Auto 6. And people were like believing this. I'm like, first off, it was an AI recording, and this is why this shit is bad. But like, I tried to play GTA 5 and I couldn't get into it. Oh, online is
I
so
never
much
got
fun,
into
though,
the
James.
single player, but I love online, just sandboxing it.
But the what the hell was I saying?
AI.
Oh yeah. So obviously it was like, it's not true, but it did make me think they could charge $100 for it.
People would buy it for $100,
but they're going to probably make more money just charging 70. Or actually, what if they put it out and it's 60? They're like, we're going to sell 100 million copies. We can put it out at 60. Just like maybe we'll sell a few million more if it's $10 cheaper. Or we get more people to buy it on day one if it's $10 cheaper.
I don't think it's going to be 70.
I think it will too. It's just a fun thought exercise. Do you have any other witty banter, Sean, as we have a lot to talk about?
No, I'm not feeling very witty.
Sean?
Yeah.
I assume you beat
I
Sea
beat
Stars. And?
No spoilers. I liked it. I mean, it's...
I thought you were going to say, and I got the platinum.
No.
Oh, you're going for it.
I'm going for it.
How bad is it?
So there's something missable that I did not realize.
There is?
So there's a trophy for listening to all the stories at
the
when you
campfire.
rest. Yeah.
I've never listened to one story.
Me neither. Hence the problem.
Oh my
There's
God.
one that you can only get if you talk to the girl with the mask. What's her name?
Sarai.
I was going to say Karai, but that's Ninja Turtles. Sarai. I think it's after you beat the game. So once you're in the post game, but before something big happens in the post game.
Did you do that?
I did. Oh, I did that, but I did not talk to her
after it?
So now you can't get that story. So
you're gonna have to
I already had to go through 10 bosses in New Game Plus to get that trophy. And now I basically have to beat it again in New Game Plus to get it. But it's sunken cost fallacy. I'm so far in. I've gotten all the shells. I've done everything.
All the secret
That's
bosses.
It. I have beat the 10 bosses.
Oh, you did that. How bad was that, doing that relic? Was it not bad?
Wait, what? No, I haven't done. That's what I'm saying. I have to do that, and I have to get the campfire story. I'm hoping all that carries over, so there's not crap that I have to do. Yeah. But, I mean, at this point, I'm going to do it. I started New Game Plus, and I'm still in, like, the tutorial area. Okay. I just got to the flashback thing.
Okay.
But I'm like killing enemies in one hit. And I'm like, I don't remember if I was killing enemies in one hit.
Well, no, because it's
originally.
New Game Plus. No.
Okay, but I don't know if enemies are stronger in New Game Plus.
I haven't read what.
But it's like a weird.
Is.
So it says I'm level like 23 or whatever, So I kept my level, but I can't even like hit triangle. I can't even get to a menu yet. So I don't know what weapon I have equipped. I don't know if I have all my weapons.
Okay, I gotcha.
So I don't know. But yeah, it was really cool. I'm guessing I know what the big thing was in the post game.
It's with those monoliths or whatever they're called.
Oh.
Did you not do that?
No, I did, but
Okay.
that's not what I thought. I mean, that was pretty cool. I thought it was...
What? Well, that's that.
Oh, now I know what you're talking about. Yes.
You
okay,
do those
yes,
things
yes, yes.
to
yes.
have that happen and to go back. Yeah.
Yeah, okay. There's another thing.
Oh.
Once you get... There's these flimsy hammers.
You have to find 4 flimsy hammers.
Yes. And then you go to the area where you can see all of the... like the backers of the game and stuff.
Okay, the crypt or whatever.
Yeah, and I don't really want to spoil it, but there's something cool. It's very meta. There's a cameo that's very cool.
Is it? Or a?
It's from it, yeah.
Okay, but it's not.
No.
Okay.
So, I mean,
Oh.
your second guess would be right.
Does it disprove my theory about who the alchemist is?
Not necessarily, but
That's cool.
I don't know. Yeah. So that was pretty cool.
You know what? That's the thing Gerard was talking about then. Because I remember him talking about something. Now that you're saying it, I do remember him saying the 4 flimsy hammers. That's what he
Okay.
was talking about, because he was saying it was something cool if you've, played
Yeah.
both games and yada, yada, yada.
And it's the music, like... Bow, 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 now, now,
God.
bow, bow. I'm sure you can find
I
it
need
on
to look
YouTube
it
and
up
stuff.
on YouTube, yeah.
Yeah, that was pretty cool. But yeah, I beat it. It definitely grew on me. I would give it a 9. And I'm not going to let myself go lower, even though I might want to knock it down a half a point because I'm going to
can't
get
for the
annoyed.
platinum, no.
Doing the platinum.
I
Yeah.
honestly am thinking about buying it on Switch just to support them. I mean, obviously, they got their bag, and we'll talk about that a little bit later, not with Sea of Stars, but
Yeah.
they got their bag from that, and they've sold at least probably 300,000 copies now, if not more. So they don't need my money, but it's like, that might be fun to just, when Jess and I fly to, Carolina at the end of the month, I'll just bring my Switch and just play it on the planes, It's awesome.
Yeah. But yeah, that's all that I've played.
I played something that we're going to talk about later, but I guess I'll just talk about it real quick now. I have not played much because we were out of town last week. Well, not last week. From like Thursday until Monday night, I was out of town in Chicago visiting friends, and it was awesome. Got back in town Monday night. Yesterday was just recuperating and catching up on everything from work.
Can you recuperate?
I don't know.
I don't think so.
Can you be gruntled?
I'm very gruntled.
I don't think you are. I don't think you are. So I didn't really get to play anything, but saw the direct, saw the state of play, everything. We'll talk about that here in a little bit. I tried F-Zero 99 today at lunch. And so first you go through like 3 or 4 laps. And by the way, check out James Games and More. He's got a good 30-minute video on how you play it, the opening tutorial, how you do everything. It's really good, James. I need to leave a like on that, by the way. You go through like 3 where they're just telling you the controls. It's been so long since I actually played F-Zero that y'all forgot to talk about fantasy. We're not talking about fantasy this week.
I don't want to. We both suck. We're the 2 lowest scoring teams this week.
I got blown out by like 70 points, and he got not by that much.
What I will say, even if I played Rashad White, which I didn't, and I played Cousins, which I didn't, I still would have lost by 4. So I'm like, okay, that makes me feel better that I'm not the reason I lost. But
I'm not the reason. My team just sucked this week. Trevor Lawrence couldn't do shit. So Calvin Ridley didn't do nothing. Devontae Adams had a good game. Then he got knocked out and didn't come back in. Jamar Chase sucks because Burrow sucks. My running backs were horrible. I don't even remember who I started because they were Jamal Williams was garbage, and he got hurt during the game. My other running back, Josh Kelly, the backup for Eckler. I'm like,
he didn't do
cool,
anything.
they're going to run the ball. Nope, like 32 yards. Thanks, guys. It was horrible. But for me, my perfect lineup, I think, was almost what I started. And I still would have lost if I did my perfect lineup by like 70 instead of 80 or something ridiculous.
I still like my team. Like
I do
Ayuk,
too, but-
Ayuk will be pretty consistent, but he got hurt. Kelsey, I think, was still hurt, and that's why he didn't do anything.
You at least got a touchdown.
I did, yeah.
But I mean,
but he
you
had like
lost.
20 yards.
Yeah, 24.
Diggs didn't really do anything. I mean, he had like 60, 70 yards, whatever. But like, other than, I think Fields was my best player, and he sucked.
He was garbage.
He's the only one that got me double-digit points. Everybody else was like, it was just terrible. So yeah, we talked about fantasy.
How do you throw a pick six on a screen pass from your own 5-yard line? What is he doing?
That's the thing. I'm like, I don't want to just drop him because maybe he'll turn it around, or at least have a few games where he's running for 100 yards. Then maybe I can trade him. But like, I'm done. I'm riding with Cousins.
Just save him for a bye week, sunk cost,
maybe.
and just be done with it. But F-Zero 99. So you start out, you go through. Oh, that's what I was going to say. I don't remember how to play F-Zero because I don't know. It's probably on Switch Online, I assume. I can't remember if I ever even played it on there or on my SNES Classic. And thank you for being sorry for us, James. We were very sorry. But it's like, okay, B accelerates, A is your boost. Was there a boost in the original one?
I don't know that I ever played
it. And then
it.
you can shimmy left and shimmy right. And then they've got this...
do the shimmy shake.
So you go through 3 where they're teaching you and stuff and how you get your power back. You know how you go through the pit and it's like... Whoop, 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 whoop. You remember that?
No.
Okay. You do that. And then you can get a super boost if you pick up these yellow dots. This is new. What it does is you jump up, you fly over
into
everybody.
the
and you go
upper track.
And that's cool. James is very bad at F-Zero. So the funny thing is, the first thing after you go through the tutorial, and then this next thing is all I've done. You have to do a race with 25 people, and then I think you have to do a race with 50, and then you do a race with 99, and then you can actually play the real game. I was doing my race against 25 people, and I was feeling pretty good about myself. I won it at the last second with a boost. Perfect timing. I hit the NOS and it was awesome. And then I look at the results and it's like CPU 1, CPU 2, CPU 3, CPU. I was like, oh, that wasn't people. Cool. I beat the AI on the easiest race by using a boost and winning by a split second. I'm going to be awesome at this game. So that's all I've played so far. I do want to give it a fair shake. Tetris 99 was just too much for me. It was like,
no, I can't.
I couldn't keep track of it. Mario 35.
I remember watching James on one of his Tetris 99 videos, and shout out to James, he was killing it. Just blip, 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 just killing it.
Send this here, that there.
And I think James, I don't know. I'm like, I could never do that good. And he did. And I think he still only got, I don't know, maybe he was in the single digits, but like he wasn't like second. He didn't win. He didn't get second or third. I'm like, that would be the best run I could ever do. And that even wasn't good enough. So I'm just like, no, I can't do Tetris. It stresses me out. Mario 35 was my favorite of all of those kinds of games.
Yeah.
But
so, yeah, I'll see what I think about F-Zero 99. I want to give it a few more shots. I will say just playing F-Zero 99 in 1080p on my 65-inch TV, just playing F-Zero on that was like, this is really cool.
Yeah.
Like, I would love just Super Mario World HD. I'm surprised they haven't done that because they've done everything. Just Super Mario, make it widescreen, like playing it like instead of like 4x3 on my SNES Classic or Switch Online, whatever, have it take up the whole screen. It'd be awesome.
Not stretched. Just, yeah.
But then I also played today really quickly. I only got to play this for like a half hour. Star Ocean, the second story are the demo.
Now, what is this the one that's like the HD 2D kind of?
Kind of, but this is even different. It is Square Enix. It's HD 2D. My first note was, wow, these graphics. It's the HD 2D stuff, but whereas like with Octopath and Triangle, it still was like, it was HD 2, like you had your sprites standing up and the back was kind of flat, but it was still pixelated graphics, but it had this depth of field and stuff. It was really cool. This, you're pixelated and you scale as you walk in and out and stuff, but the world you're walking around, it's like walking through an Uncharted jungle. Like, it looks like real graphic. I was like, whoa, I don't remember this from the trailer. I've played so little of it that I don't have a lot to say. I'm going to finish. I think you get 3 hours with it. Voice acting, horrible.
I did see, I don't know if it was in our Discord. I remember seeing somebody else say that.
This is
Chris,
one of those.
Maybe.
I never turn on Japanese voice tracks because I'm not a hipster. This is one I'm like, I might have to just either, maybe there's an option to mute this or switch it to Japanese because.
Is it like Resident Evil 1 band?
Yes.
Bad?
Band. That's be a good band. cover band of Resident Evil music, which I can't even think of Enly. I said Enly. We're on a roll.
It's time to go solo.
It's bad. It's like Jill Sandwich bad. Yeah.
Wow.
Like, I don't know. I don't know. It's like they had us record voices for a game. It's horrible. And it's weird because you're walking around this 3D world, but the right stick doesn't do anything. At least not yet. Maybe it does once I get out of this opening town. I've only done one battle. And what I remember seeing from the first trailer in like the last State of Play or something, that it's at that point I was like, F turn-based games, I can't do this, whatever. This is like, you still the first thing you do is you get in this forest and you see this girl and she gets attacked by this like moblin or something, and you run over there and it goes whoosh, and it does like you're in a battle now.
Yeah.
But it's not you can walk around, you can go yeah. And then you can use R1 and L1 to do your special moves, which in this is like a ray gun kind of a thing. And that's cool, but I've only done one. That's the only battle I've done because it's so much talking, and then you meet this girl, and then she runs away, and then you talk to her, and then you go to her town, and then you meet her mother, and then it's like, let's go over here, and let's walk. And I was like, I got to go take Nick to physical therapy for his elbow. So I didn't get to play it much. I want to play more because I feel like it has the potential to be really good.
Yeah.
I've done one battle. That's what I want. One good thing, there's so much dialogue in this. You do have the option to skip cutscenes, but what you can also do is like as they're talking, and not everything is voice. Like sometimes the words just come up on screen, but a lot of it is voice. But what you can do is hold R2 to like speed up the dialogue, so that's nice.
Yeah.
But it's really cool. I was just blown away when I got into the game and I saw what it actually looked like. I was like, holy crap, this is so cool. You should definitely try it out.
I'll probably check it out. Yeah.
So I'm interested in the game. I don't know if I'm going to end up buying it because I think it comes out next month, and next month is a wee bit busy. You need to work from home Friday, October 20th.
I probably will.
So we can do one.
I'll find a reason to. Or I'll just take the day off.
The reason is you.
Oh,
God, what? Don't tell me you're traveling. Mario Mondays are screwed.
Yep.
Are you serious?
That's when I'm going to Vancouver, I think. Where's my calendar?
I have no smear in my head.
Smear? I think I am traveling.
So you're not going to be able to play Spider-Man either.
Oh, yeah, I leave on Thursday. The 19th.
When do you get back?
The 25th.
Oh, my God.
Play with Nick or Noah or Casey.
I'm going to have
for the
to.
first one.
No,
Yeah.
I'm not doing that.
Yeah.
I'll play with them. I guess I could. I don't know. Nick's just going to go, It's not Apex Legends I don't want to play. Well, that sucks. Maybe it'll get canceled. Maybe you'll have a travel
maybe,
freeze like
yeah.
we have. That would be great. But that's all I've been playing. That's all you played, Sean?
That's it.
We always complain that there's no news to talk about, and then this week happened. So, Sean,
Yes.
you want to get into all the news of the week?
Let's do it.
All right. Sean,
Yes.
First off, this happened yesterday. Now, if we would have recorded yesterday, I would have been like, of course this happens after we record. But we're recording here on Wednesday, so this happened yesterday. We get to record it. We get to talk about it. This is insane. The biggest leak in the history of Xbox just happened. I got a couple little things to read about the two big items, and then we can just go through the rest of the stuff and get our thoughts on it. This comes from Gamatsu, who had a couple good roundups. So the first thing, Kevin, I'll Mario Monday with you. You're not here.
Can you do online play?
I don't know. Yes.
Well, then do
But
that.
not with a camera.
Eh.
Yeah. It's just gonna be my head with James talking. How are we gonna talk?
Just post process it. Just have James record himself.
Oh yeah, and
send
let
you
me
the
line
video.
up the tracks.
Just do the clap.
No, I'm not doing that. We have moved past the clap. We are all OBS. The clap. Next gen Xbox. In an email from Microsoft General Manager David Hampton to the gaming leadership team, an attached presentation reveals first information about Microsoft's plans for the next generation Xbox, which it expects to launch in calendar year 2028. While Microsoft has historically been focused on console first and foremost with an Xbox-specific silicon approach, working largely independently with a vertical alignment of hardware and software, this is a long sentence. It aims to achieve, quote-unquote, full convergence by calendar year 2028 when it launches its next-gen hardware. Each generation of Xbox has brought new innovations to Microsoft. I think that meant to say Xbox, but whatever. Such as Xbox Live Marketplace and Kinect in the 360 era, or Game Pass in the Xbox One era. For the next generation Xbox era, Microsoft expects its new innovations to be cloud hybrid games and a, quote, immersive game and app platform. The company listed the following opportunities and challenges. Oh, I didn't include that in there. Microsoft considers cohesive hybrid computing, artificial intelligence, and machine learning, and having an open creator platform as key enablers for its vision. Open creator platform? I wonder what that actually means. You're going to let people get like, does that mean mods and stuff? I don't know.
Yeah. Or like
the
Google Play Store.
How do you get the game companies to sign on for that?
Yeah.
Microsoft's vision is to, quote, develop a next-generation hybrid game platform capable of leveraging the combined power of the client and cloud to deliver deeper immersion and entirely new classes of game experiences, end quote. Among the possible specs for the next-gen Xbox, Microsoft is undecided between an ARM64 or X64 Zen 6 CPU, with the decision to have been made by late calendar year 2022 or early 2023. Whether this decision was already made is unclear, and the presentation is from early 2022.
Okay, I'm out of my league here. However, this is something they're planning on releasing 2028. Mm-hmm. And whenever this was put together...
Early 22.
They're saying, yeah, we'll probably use this or this kind of CPU. You don't think the technology is going to be drastically different even just 2-3 years from now? Like, why are you saying, we'll probably use this kind of CPU or maybe this one? When
we're going to have Skynet before then.
Yeah, this just seems so weird. But
now, I can understand.
Again, I have no idea what I'm talking about, but still.
Like maybe 4 years in advance or 3 at a minimum. But like 6 years, it's kind of crazy. The next big leak is a Series X refresh and a new controller. The Xbox Series X refresh, codenamed Brooklyn, which is spelled weirdly, is a cylindrical all-digital platform priced at $499. It will feature more internal storage, 2 terabytes, faster Wi-Fi, reduced power usage, a USB-C front port with power delivery, and more. There's also an Xbox Series S refresh, codenamed Elwood, which looks similar in appearance to the existing Series S and is priced at $299. It will feature more internal storage, 1 terabyte. Didn't they already release a 1 terabyte Series S? I think they did. Faster Wi-Fi, reduced power usage, and more. The new Xbox controller, codenamed Seabass, is priced at $69.99. It'll feature new functionality such as precision haptic feedback, quieter buttons and thumbsticks, modular thumbsticks, and more. According to the launch timeline provided in the PDF, Seabile is expected to launch in late, I don't know, sound like I'm trying to say Sable or something and I'm stupid. In late May 2024, followed by Elwood in late August and Brooklyn in late October. Some of the other things that came out of this leak are as follows. I have to scroll up a lot because this is a long episode. One of the emails that was leaked was from a 2020 email where Phil Spencer was saying that Microsoft acquiring Nintendo would be the prime asset and a career moment for him. And in the email, he's like, out of the American companies, I think we're the ones that could do it. We've got a good relationship with Nintendo. We're partnering on stuff, blah, blah, blah. That doesn't mean they're going to let you buy them.
No.
Friggin' Phil Spencer. Bethesda had a bunch of, ZeniMax / Bethesda had a bunch of upcoming games leak, including a Fallout 3 remastered, Ghostwire Tokyo 2, which is pretty much obvious, I would think, Oblivion remastered, something called Doom Year Zero, and Dishonored 3. I assume Doom Year Zero is some kind of...
It's a prequel.
Yeah. So are you still Doom guy or are you somebody else? I don't know. I got to think... Because Doom Eternal came out in 2020. They got to be close to showing off the next Doom.
You'd think, yeah.
And Dishonored 3, I wonder if those plans change after Redfall, because that's Arcane. And that game was horrible. You still can't get 60 frames on it. It's It's ridiculous. September 25th, Shelley and Kenzie. Okay. So there's that. Elder Scrolls 6 was listed as being Xbox and PC only, even though Phil Spencer just recently said, no, we haven't decided yet. It might come to PlayStation. You never know. And remember, he also said games with a legacy on PlayStation will still go there. Elder Scrolls doesn't. I know it came to Xbox first and everything, but it's on first off, Skyrim's on everything, so yeah, it's got a legacy everywhere. We also got from, I forget what the lady's name was or what her position was, but somebody, some corporate suit at Microsoft had a presentation where she listed what she was saying it was going to cost to get some third-party games on Game Pass. This is mind-blowing. I'm still here, but I'm very behind now. I'm way behind now. I don't know. I don't know what happened, James. Jedi Survivor, they looked at getting that on Game Pass. They estimated it would cost $300 million to get this on Game Pass. Gotham Knights, $50 million. The upcoming Assassin's Creed Mirage, $100 million. Suicide Squad killed the Justice League. I forgot that game was even a thing.
Yeah.
$250 million.
It never came out, right?
It's just delayed till next year because it looked so horrible. Yeah. Mortal Kombat 1, they also estimated at $250 million. Lego Star Wars, the Skywalker Saga, $35 million for a Lego game. Dying Light 2, $50 million. One thing that's funny, they had Baldur's Gate 3 at $5 million. I'm guessing Larian is really happy they didn't do that deal. There was also emails where they were saying, we don't think it's going to... It's just some computer role-playing game. No big deal. It's like one of the highest-rated games of all time.
Yeah.
Do you have any interest in that on PS5?
No, because it seems like the kind of game that would not work well on consoles, and I don't really have a PC that can run it. And it just seems like... I don't think it's the kind of game that I would like. It just seems overly... complicated. I don't know. I'm intrigued because it's universally loved, so I'm like, why wouldn't I love it? But I don't know. I don't think so.
And after all this came out, Phil Spencer did, after Xbox tweeted the meme of like that puppet guy going. So they basically confirmed, yes, it was all real. And then Phil Spencer tweeted out saying that the leaks are made up of quote unquote old emails and documents. He also said, quote, it's hard to see our team's work shared in this way because so much has changed since then, end quote. A lot of people were saying that this leak came from the FTC, and then Bloomberg was like, hey, idiots, don't run with a story you don't know anything about. It was actually leaked by Microsoft themselves. They uploaded these documents to a public server, I guess, or something. So there's a lot here. And I do feel bad for it. As much as I talk shit about Phil and everything, I feel bad for Xbox and everybody working there because this sucks. Like, it sucks when The Last of Us Part 2 leaks and people know about the thing in the beginning, but then people are also saying that, like, Abby's transgender. They're just making up all this crazy stuff and whatever. That sucks. This sucks. But this leak is just insane. So we got a next-gen Xbox that's going to be a cloud hybrid coming in 2028. Series X refresh is coming next year. With more memory, same price. Also, Phil Spencer, I got to call you on your bullshit. You said you just literally said like a couple of weeks ago, we're not doing a refresh. We don't need it. And he would probably say, well, I wasn't lying because this is still the Series X. It's just going to be round, and it's going to be 2 terabytes. With that voice. New controller. Also, the controller will have a rechargeable battery and gyroscopic controls.
So they finally caught up to the PS4
So many
controller.
People are like... Are all about the AA batteries, though. I don't get it. I'm like, why do you want... So if you don't have AA batteries... It seems like every time we need AA batteries, we don't have AA battery. Yeah. You're okay with not just being able to plug your controller into the wall and play? Like, I've never understood that. They talked about acquiring Nintendo, which is hilarious. We got the Bethesda leaks. Elder Scrolls 6 not coming to PlayStation, it looks like. Game Pass prices. This was insane. The first thing I thought when I read this was... I'm not smart enough to figure out how the cloud console, like client cloud hybrid thing can work and make it super powerful. That. I was like, I don't understand any of this. I'm just not smart enough. What this makes me think though is I have been thinking about maybe getting a Series X just to have Game Pass. I know I've got the Series S, but at some point my kids are going to steal it back. And then I can't play through. And I didn't play any more Gears of War. I just haven't had time. Now I'm like, why would I buy one when a year from now I can get double the storage for the same price?
Yeah.
Now, the only thing is you can't lie it down because it's going to just roll off your friggin' table. So it has to be stood up, and it might be in front of my TV, which isn't cool. But so, yeah, Sean, what do you think about all these leaks? This is insane.
So, all right. The Series X refresh, the first thing I thought of, the original Series X, everybody said it was a refrigerator.
This looks like an Alexa.
I was going to say it's a trash can, but
yeah.
fair enough. Hybrid cloud, I don't know what that even means. I think it's hilarious that they're finally, like I said, caught up to the previous generation of PlayStation controllers.
Previous gen, PS3 was rechargeable.
Yeah, but did they have gyro controls? Did they have motion controls?
When the 6-axis came out, it did, yeah.
Oh, yeah, 6. Oh, yeah. Okay, yeah, so they're... Yikes. Phil, like you said, he sucks. He wants to buy Nintendo, but wants to make it's for the gamer,
make it available everywhere. Blah blah blah.
Elder Scrolls, now not coming to PlayStation. I've never played any of them. Again, this is one I don't think I really care about. But if it was on PS5, I would maybe check it out. But like, he's full of it. I do not understand the financial side of like. It's so hard to equate. If you paid $300 million to get Jedi for one game onto Game Pass, and just these handful of games here are like over close to $1 billion.
What is the?
That's right. It's like right at $1 billion.
What is the ROI there?
That's what I'm saying.
You can't justify. That's why
I refuse to believe that there are people out there other than literally like a handful. And when I say handful, I mean hundreds, maybe thousands of people out there that have an Xbox, do not have Game Pass, that would all of a sudden be like, oh, they got these games? Okay, now I'll sign up. Like, what are you bringing in by adding? And I know you have to keep content. I get that, but like just the financials of all of it, I cannot understand. I cannot understand how this is viable. Like,
it's only viable,
but it doesn't have to be because they don't have to make money off of it.
From Microsoft.
Whatever. I don't know. I don't really feel bad for them. It's.
By the way,
Phil has been outed again and again. He's full of it.
I keep saying he's a snake oil salesman. And I know people don't like to say that, but it's not because I'm a Sony pony or whatever. It's just true. The guy lies through his teeth all the time, and not many people want to call him on it. Yeah. This is PlayStation just tweeted this out. That's the second story R. How cool is that?
Oh yeah, okay. I do have to check that out.
But again, no camera control. It's just kind of weird.
Yeah.
But it's a beautiful game. I can't wait to play more. Yeah, the Game Pass thing is only possible. It just seems like it's great. Now, wait, okay, hold on. Great for the consumers, obviously. $10 a month or 15, whatever it is now, 11 or 16 a month, whatever I'm paying now. I don't even know. I have Game Pass. I don't even know why. It's great value for the consumer. I get it, but it's only a great value to the consumers because Microsoft is backing it. Sony couldn't do this. Like what?
Right.
Like they couldn't. Not even just counting their first party games. Like they've said many times, it wouldn't make financial sense. We can't put God of War 3 day one on PlayStation Plus Extra. Like it doesn't make sense. There's no way to justify that. It's not good for the industry. And I sound like Colin now because this is what Colin's been saying, but it's true. Like these games, again, you're buying Activision Blizzard for $70 billion. You can't make that money back.
They'll never make anywhere near that money back.
Like, cool, you're going to put Call of Duty on Game Pass and Elder Scrolls 6. Okay, cool. You still, like, you have half as many current-gen consoles out there as PlayStation.
You'll get more subscribers to get you an extra, I don't know, $50,000 a month because you did that. Like, okay, how many years before you've made back your $70 billion?
I think it is also funny, and this is nothing but Phil Spencer. This is just Microsoft in general, that they were the ones that did the leak, not the FTC.
Yeah, that's why I'm saying I don't feel bad for him.
I was like, okay, you stupid idiots. Who's the intern that uploaded it to the wrong server, and how quickly were they fired? Like,
yeah,
I don't know. And I like how the FTC even came out and they were like, this was not us. This was them. I don't know. It's just the craziest leak ever. We've known 2028 we've heard that throughout the trial and everything that was next gen. Sony's targeting 2028 as well. There was also an email where he said like after the PS5 reveal, he was like, "Oh, like he emailed,
we've got the better
we've got the better
product.
console. I feel great."
Yeah,
now."
how's that working out for you?
Okay, I mean the SSD's better, the games are better. Like, okay, cool. But yeah, anything else on these crazy Xbox leaks?
No, it is crazy though.
Bigger than the Nvidia leak. That had more games and stuff, but this is just their hardware plans were just outed.
Yeah.
It's just insane. Like if this happened to Sony and they're like the PS6 is going to have, I don't know, a liquid hard drive or something, they'd be like, what? Oh my God, it's faster than SSD. It's made out of water. I don't know. It'd be like, well, damn it. Now Xbox is going to get a hard drive. Like, I don't know. All right, let's move on to happier stuff. Next up, we had 2 game directs, broadcasts, whatever you want to call them, on the same day. Now, I did not get to watch these live because I was driving to Chicago that day. I saw Sean going OMG,
OMG.
spoiler tags in the Discord, and I was like, I don't know, what did I miss? And there's a couple things we'll talk about them. There was a lot in this Nintendo Direct. Let's get into it. First thing I could not care less about. Splatoon 3 is still getting DLC. This is called Side Order DLC. It's a single-player tower kind of a thing. It reminds me of the what's the thing in Returnal called the free update, the Tower of Sisyphus or something.
Something like that. Yeah.
It's basically that, but in Splatoon. You go up different levels, or it's like the Tower of Hera in Link Between Worlds.
Right.
And you get new power-ups and stuff like that, and you go up there. It's coming out next year. It's Splatoon. I don't care. I don't care about Foam Stars either, but we'll talk about that a little bit later. I want to get your thoughts on this next game.
I got nothing.
No? You didn't have this on GBA? So Mario versus Donkey Kong.
So this is when I first tuned in. I caught like the end of this, and I didn't know.
You were like, what the hell is
I'm
that?
like, what am I? Is this Wonder? What am I looking at? And then I finally figured it out. I never played the original. I kind of forgot all about it. I didn't see enough of this to even understand what the game is. Looks, I don't know. Looks kind of cool, I guess, but I'm like, it's so far down now in my like what I'm looking forward to on Nintendo. This is like, I don't know, 4 or 5 rungs down. So yeah. I don't know. It might be cool, but
so Mario vs. Donkey Kong, the GBA game remake, is out February 16th. So it's like a puzzle-based game. You can also do local co-op. You're going through the levels to try to it's more of a Donkey Kong. It's like an evolution of the original Donkey Kong, basically. Yeah. And you're going through these different puzzles and stuff. Sometimes you got to get keys. You got to get the story is that Donkey Kong has stolen all the toy Marios. Why does Mario have toys of himself? I don't know. That seems kind of, self-indulgent and whatever. But there is local co-op available. The good thing I will say about this, this game's only $50. It's not 60 or 70.
That's a weird. This just seems like a weird price point. I feel like everything should be 60, maybe 70, or like 20 or 30. Yeah. 50 just seems weird. Either make it 60 or make it like 30. I don't know. 50 just seems so, I don't know.
I'm interested in, this is something that if they end up putting out a demo for this, I will definitely
I would check out a demo, yeah.
Because I'm interested. I never had a GBA. I've only emulated stuff. I know, arrest me. What is making the noise? Was that an iced coffee?
Ice cube.
I know that.
Oh.
Was it iced coffee or was that whiskey?
Kentucky coffee. It's basically coffee flavored bourbon.
So it's not coffee.
It's not coffee. It's coffee flavored.
I had to think about it. I was like, wait, is he saying he put the bourbon in the coffee or it's coffee bourbon?
Put the lime in the coconut.
Next up was another trailer for Prince of Persia: The Lost Crown. Still coming out January 18th. That's good. Some people are down on this because you don't even play as the Prince of Persia.
To me, it looks cool.
So good.
I don't think I've ever played a Prince of Persia game, but like I'm interested in this. I do not understand why people. I don't understand.
It's because you don't play as the Prince of Persia.
Okay.
I guess people don't like that it's a Metroidvania. I don't know enough about the other games. I don't think I ever played them either. To know, like I think the others were more 3D.
Yeah.
Games, but doesn't Prince of Persia go back to the 16-bit era?
I think it was on Super Nintendo. Yeah.
I think this game looks cool. And especially now that Ubisoft stupidly canceled Phoenix Rising 2, I'm like, this looks like if we were to get a Phoenix Rising Metroidvania, this would be it.
Yeah.
And, you know, it's set in...
Persia.
Well, yeah, duh. Obviously, Kevin, you idiot. You're going to be fighting, like, Persian gods and stuff. It's just... I think it's going to... I don't know that it's worth $60. I assume it's coming out for that price. But then again, I paid $60 for Metroid Dread, and it was my game of the year. So...
That's true.
I'm very excited for this. This will probably be the first game I play next year, unless it just unless the reviews are just garbage. I think it looks awesome. I'm very excited to play this game. Horizon Chase 2 is out now. You can do 4-player races in couch co-op or online. This just is a fun, like, Cruising USA style game. I never played the first one. I almost think, was it on PS Plus maybe?
Oh, I have no idea. It didn't even sound familiar to me.
It looks super fun.
Yeah.
Next up is a game with an awesome name called Super Crazy Rhythm Castle. It's out November 14th. This is Konami. It's a rhythm game where you play Konami music tracks. That's cool. I don't want to play it. What is this name reminding me of? Super Crazy Rhythm Castle. What was the Super Happy Fun Hour? What was the thing? Was it Seinfeld or The Office or something?
Oh.
The Japanese Super
Terrific Happy Hour or
what
something.
Is that from?
Was that Seinfeld?
When
he was getting all the checks?
When they visit Kramer
The
and they
Super
stay
Terrific
in the
Happy
armoire.
Hour?
Was it that episode? That must be what I'm thinking.
Isn't that when Jerry's getting all like the
he's like
10-cent checks that he has to sign?
And then they get wet and he's got to hang them up for I don't even remember how they get wet. I need to go back and watch the whole series. Then there's something called Spy Anya Operation Memories out next year. I just wrote, I have no idea what this is. Then we got another trailer for my third most anticipated game the rest of this year, I think. Spidey, Mario RPG. Actually, at this point, I'm more excited for Mario than I am Spider-Man. We'll talk about that.
I might be too.
Still coming out November 17th. It's still got the controls that I now understand in the turn-based thing where you can time your attack to get extra damage. You can time a block to do a block or a super block. You can also do... If you get perfect timing, you can damage all the enemies. Was that in the first one?
That's new. Before it was just perfect timing would do extra damage.
Okay. That's cool. I like that. There's now a triple move meter. That's new too, I guess.
That's new, yeah.
So it's basically, from what I understand, it's like a super move with your whole party.
And whoever the three are that you're playing with, they have like a unique...
So
like Mario and Bowser and the little cloud marshmallow looking guy, whatever his name is, will have something. Or if you had... Mario and Peach and Gino, they have something else. Or Gino and Peach and Muffin, whatever his name. I don't remember his name.
Muffin Top?
I don't remember his name. Mallow, because he's a marshmallow.
Oh.
But yeah, that seems pretty cool. I dig it.
There's also, you can, in the post game, you can do rematches against bosses. They're more difficult. And I just wrote here, give it to me. I cannot.
You're going to love this game.
I am
especially
so
with
excited.
your newfound love of turn-based games. I think Sea of Stars. Honestly, this probably would have been a better
intro.
To Sea of Stars. But I think even the fact that you started with Sea of Stars and you still loved it, you're going to love this.
I can't wait. I am so excited for this. There's no point in me going back and playing the original now, right?
Nah.
Also, this game is not on Switch Online. Maybe they never put it on there because they knew this was coming.
Oh,
you
the
can't
original?
play this on the Switch Online, yeah. That is weird to me.
That does seem weird.
I am so excited for this game. I cannot freaking wait. And then another code, Recollection, was announced, coming out January 19th. It is a Nintendo DS re-release. I wrote yay. There's 2 games included, including the sequel that was never released in North America. Sean, any thoughts?
Nope.
Did you have a DS or just a 3DS?
Just 3DS.
Okay. Then we finally get to see what Princess Peach Showtime actually is. Coming out March 22nd. It's taking place on a stage. Peach has to save the play that's being taken over by someone called Wicked Grape and the Sour Bunch. I think I got that right. And they're the bad guys.
Sounds right.
She uses a ribbon to get different power-ups and costumes. They're different levels. It looks like some are based around puzzles, some are based around combat. What did you think now that we know what Princess Peach Showtime is? Kinda. I still don't think we know what it is.
I'm still not sold on it, but it's nice that we actually get a little bit more of an idea of what the game actually is. I just remember thinking when they first showed this, I'm like, this gives me Thousand Year Door vibes, and they're just like, oh, you almost had it. What was the commercial with the fisherman with the dollar? Oh, we almost got it. And I'm like, oh, you're just teasing me. I hate this. It looks kind of cool, I guess. I don't know. I will say Nintendo is bringing it. Even if this game isn't necessarily for me, and it might be, I don't know. I'm okay with it because it looks cool. Like, bravo, Nintendo. You're killing it. Keep it up. Even if a lot of your stuff is just remakes, but that's fine.
This is another one of those that I'm like, I think, and not just for me, I think this for everybody, it would be great to put out a demo for this. Because it's really hard, and obviously it was funny when the dude's talking, I can't ever remember his name. I don't even know what he does at Nintendo. I can't remember, but he's like, oh, that was a cool trailer. I wonder if there will be more power-ups that we haven't shown yet.
I wonder.
Yes, there will. It looks cool. I'm just glad there's a Princess Peach game. I didn't realize the first Princess Peach game, maybe we talked about this before, but I feel like we didn't.
Oh, we talked about it.
We did. The power-ups are all based on like if she's sad or if she's cries or if she's on her period or whatever. It's like, wow, Nintendo. Holy, I mean, not
was
really
that
if she's on
DS?
her period. I think it was DS, yeah. So it's awesome. First Peach game in like 20 years or something. Awesome. I think it needs a demo to sell people and definitely to sell me. Something called Saga Emerald Beyond is out next year, and I just wrote down it's some anime shit. So there's that. Then I did not see this coming at all. Tomb Raider Trilogy Remastered is out Valentine's Day. Now, this is coming to everything. It was announced at the Direct. It's coming out on everything on Valentine's Day. The expansions from the original games are included. I didn't know there were expansions. I guess they were. I think what I heard people say
seems like a weird game that would have had expansions.
Well, because there was no DLC then.
Right, yeah.
But I guess what happened was when they released these on PC after they came to console, they had bonus content, I think is what happened. You can toggle between the old graphics and the new graphics. My question, though, is are the controls going to be different? Because
I feel like I only played...
We played it on Saturn.
Maybe that's what it was. I was going to say maybe I played a demo on like PC, but maybe I'm thinking of renting it on Saturn. And I did not like it.
No,
so.
It was just backflips and boom, boom, boom with like horrible frame rate. And apparently the Saturn version was way worse than the PlayStation.
Oh.
Well, PlayStation did a lot better with 3D than the Saturn did, so that makes sense. I did write down also they did keep her giant boobs, but they are less triangle-y.
Triangle-y?
Yeah, I think it's a word.
Triangular.
That would have made more sense. But yeah, her boobs are still huge. This looks cool. If they change the controls, this is something I'm not going to buy. I'm not going to buy this. What am I saying?
Yeah,
but it would be at least like if it comes out on PS Plus Extra or something eventually, I'd be like, I would like to try it. Go back in time.
Yeah, if I could play it for free.
The controls are different.
Yeah.
We got a new trailer for Detective Pikachu. It's out October 6th. Do you care?
Nope.
Could not care less. I like how the main characters in this are Pikachu and a boy named Tim. Like, it's just to me that was the funniest part of this whole direct was like Pikachu and Tim. I just thought it was funny. Trombone Champ is out now. What?
All I can think of is Andy Bernard. Wasn't he Boner Champ?
That's true. I guarantee that's where they got the name from. I didn't even think about that. This game is hilarious. And even in the direct, they're like, it has some funny controls. It's like me trying to sing is people playing this game. It's like, blah, 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 blah. You can either use like the motion controls in the Switch or you can use the IR camera and go like this. I'm like, well, I forgot there was even an IR camera on this thing.
Yeah.
And it's up to 4 players locally. What did you think of this?
All I can think of is...
I don't know that they'll have the New Day Rocks in there, but that would be awesome.
Yeah.
But just even watch the trailer for this when it's like, it's like, oh my God. This isn't one of those that I think I'm going to buy. No. But it's something I do want to look up on YouTube.
Yes, exactly.
Just for some giggles. Something called Battle Crush is coming out spring 2024. It is a battle royale brawler game. Also, a game called War Tales is out today. It's a tactical RPG and a time switch exclusive. Any thoughts on those?
Nope.
All right, let's move on to the next big one. Oh my God, I cannot believe this happened.
This was my first OMG text to you.
Okay.
That was this. Yeah.
Contra Operation Galuga was announced, coming out early next year. This is coming to everything, by the way. It's not just Switch. Platinum, probably going to be too difficult, but you never know.
Beat it without dying.
However, and I still say I did that, there are difficulty options in this. I like that. You can take 3 hits, it looks like. Like if you look up at the life bars, there's like 3 things under the name. So I think you can take 3 hits. I don't think it's a one-hit kill. That's kind of how... Again, it's weird because Lost Levels only came out in Japan until the re-release on Super Nintendo. The Japanese version of Contra Hardcore, you could take 3 hits before you died. Yes. That might be my favorite Contra game if that was what we got.
Yeah.
But we didn't. But in this, it looks like you can. There's super attacks now. You can do 4-player co-op. It's made by WayForward, who is an awesome developer. This is just more hints that like Konami is getting it. Oh, I just realized there was no Snake Eater or anything in either. And obviously, it wouldn't be here in the state of play. I'm glad I didn't get my hopes up because I was driving. Yeah. I cannot wait.
Yeah, this was very unexpected. It still boggles my mind. Like, I know Contra isn't dead, clearly, but like, quit messing with it. Just come out with a new side-scrolling Contra game. Quit doing all this weird third person, like just
twin stick.
Yeah,
Rogue Core. It's on PlayStation Plus Extra. I kind of want to do a Let's Play.
I kind of want to check it out.
How bad is this game?
Yeah.
Also, WayForward, that's what I was going to say. They did Contra 4 on DS, which is supposed to be phenomenal.
Oh, okay.
Also, I think this is billed as a remake of the first game.
Yeah.
It's not. I mean, it is, but there's like so much. There's like speeder bike chases and stuff. Like, oh, that's what I was going to say. This basically is a new Contra game.
Yeah.
I'm so excited. Obviously, we're going to play through it on the channel when it comes out. I cannot wait. This would be a fun one if we could somehow get review codes from Konami. It's not a huge game, but Konami's a huge company, so probably not, but you never know. My game of the show, I will say. Even over what's coming later, just because I have no history with it.
Yeah. Next
up, a game that is getting super hype online, Unicorn Overlord. It says Overload on here, but it's Overlord. It's out March 8th. It's a turn-based... I wrote here that it's a turn-based, awesome-looking RPG from Atlas and Vanillaware. They are billing it as the rebirth of tactical RPGs. People are over the moon for this game. First off, I will say the name is awesome because it's so stupid.
Yeah.
What do you think about this?
I don't really remember it, honestly, but I do not really... I've never gotten into tactics game. Like, I remember buying, I think it was just called Final Fantasy Tactics, or it was some kind of Final Fantasy Tactics game. Maybe it was literally Final Fantasy Tactics on GBA. Not knowing what it was.
Rebirth, I think. That was a remake of the PS1 game, I think.
Maybe. But it was some tactics game on GBA that I'm like, oh, Final Fantasy. I think I got it used for, I don't know, 10, 20 bucks, whatever. I'm like, I'll check it out. Not knowing what it even meant. Didn't care for it. And I've been just ever since.
Yeah, I think that I've just now gotten to be able to play turn-based games. I can't make the leap to a tactics turn-based game yet. That's just too much. I can't do it. But people are super excited for this. It's going to be really big when it comes out. Vanillaware does great art. Atlas makes great games. Where's Crusader Ascent 2? Never going to happen. We got a new trailer for Luigi's Mansion 2 HD coming out summer 2024. Did it have the HD when they first revealed this, or did it just say Luigi's Mansion 2 is coming? To me, that seemed new.
I assumed it did, but maybe it didn't.
I can't remember. Did you play 2?
I never played any of them.
I think this was 3DS, right?
I thought it was GameCube.
No, the first one was on GameCube.
The first one was. I assumed this one was too, but maybe not. Okay.
I think it was 3DS. Maybe it was DS.
Maybe, yeah.
And then I don't care about that game at all. Not a game announcement, but they announced that the Nintendo Museum Should be open in March 2024. It's under construction in Kyoto. The top of the building is a giant question mark. One more reason I need to get to Japan.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
are you kidding me?
It's hard to imagine just going to Japan just for the heck of it. But I'm like, if I ever find myself in Japan again after March 2024, I'm going to this.
I cannot. This is like, okay, Kevin, you got to go. I just want to go for a week with Jess and just like walk around, take it all in. Like, it's just so much of what I love is Japan. It's, like I want to, and you got to go there for what, a day?
Yeah. And that was just, it was Tokyo. I didn't get to see anywhere else, but yeah, it's awesome.
We got Amiibo announcements. Zelda and Ganondorf are out November 3rd. I missed these pre-orders, so it's probably too late. I kind of want to get both of them. Noah and Mio are also coming from Xenoblade Chronicles January 19th, and frickin' Sora is getting an Amiibo next year. I hate Kingdom Hearts. I played 3 for like 30 minutes, and I was like, this is the stupidest thing I've ever seen in my life. But it was crazy when they announced this. Now everyone that's in Smash Ultimate has an Amiibo. When they zoomed out and showed that, I was like, Nintendo gets... Why doesn't Sony do stuff like this?
Yeah, could you imagine like
PlayStation All-Stars
Kratos
Battle Royale
Amiibo
2?
And...
Be so cool. Like, man, Nintendo just... They get it. It's amazing how the Wii U even happened. That's the only misstep I think they've ever had, other than the Virtual
Boy, yeah. But yeah, that's really it.
Other than making touchscreen Zelda games. Are you kidding me?
Yeah.
I think it's so cool. They just get it. Then, as we talked about earlier, F-Zero 99 was announced. People are apparently disappointed. I think the reason, so I said this in the Discord, that because there was a rumor that Direct was going to happen. Attached to that rumor was that F-Zero was going to come back. So once they announced the Direct, I was like, oh, that means F-Zero is going to be there. I guess what people are saying is like when they did the initial, when they showed F-Zero, it was like, oh my God, because they just showed it 4x3, the SNES version. Mm-hmm. And then it's like, and people thought that meant, and the rumors meant a new F-Zero game is coming.
Yeah.
What they were saying on Punching Up, the Last Stand Nintendo podcast, they all agreed, and I do too, that I think this means more F-Zero is actually coming.
Probably.
Is it just going to, maybe it's just going to be a GX, or was that what it was called on GameCube? F-Zero GX, I think.
I don't remember.
I think that was the last F-Zero game. That came out 20 years ago. So maybe they're just going to remake that like they're remaking another game coming. We're going to talk about here later. I just don't be disappointed. Be happy you have F-Zero and be hopeful that more is coming.
Yeah. I don't know. I never got into F-Zero, but people apparently it's very near and dear to a lot of people. So I don't think we've seen the last of it. Yep.
And it's got all the original courses and cars and power meters, and they're going to be releasing more courses as they go. I do wonder how long this game's going to stick around, but we'll see. I think this auto-corrected wrong, so I don't remember what it was called originally, but Handle Tale League of Legends Story. I don't know what that game was actually called, because it definitely wasn't called Handle Tale. I don't remember what it was called. I also don't care. It's coming out next year. Also, Song of Nunu, a League of Legends story, is out November 1st. Why are there these League of Legends spin-offs? How does a MOBA get these weird, cutesy, like RPG things? I don't get it.
Bandle Tale,
a League of Legends story. I was close, except it was a Handle Tale. WarioWare Move It, still coming out November 3rd. Got a new trailer. Do you care about WarioWare?
It seems cool, but I do not need to buy it. Like, that would make for a fun Let's Play, maybe a few Let's Plays, but I'm
not buying it for a Let's Play.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah. I would be, just, no.
If this was our job and we actually made money off this, I'd be, oh, yeah, of course.
Yeah.
The other thing I don't like is it's all move-based. So you have to do it with a Joy-Con. There's no actual just like controller-based mini games. I think it's all, it's called Move It. So,
yeah.
Ayudin, the 100 Heroes, got a new trailer. It's coming out April 23rd. I think that was supposed to come out this year. I think John might have drafted it. I can't remember. Eastward is getting the Octopia DLC coming out this holiday. Wargroove 2 is coming out October 5th, another tactical RPG. It is a console exclusive on the Switch. I don't know. Dave the Diver is coming out October 26th. This is already out on Steam, and people love this game. There is a demo. Basically, you're a diver, you kill fish, you go back up, you make sushi with it, and you run a restaurant. But also, they didn't show it in
So
the
it's like
trailer.
Overcooked, but also fishing.
Yes. But
I will say, we haven't finished yet. Like a lot of directs, the highs
yeah,
and the lows. I feel like PlayStation is usually a lot of this. This is like
mid.
boom, 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 like all over.
I will say at least that means there's something for everyone.
That's true. Yeah.
This game's supposed to be really fun. Also, they didn't show it because it's a Nintendo Direct. When you kill the fish in this, apparently it's like bleh, there's blood everywhere. Like it's super violent and hilarious. I don't know. I might play the demo is out now. I might play that, but we'll see. Mario Kart 8, the final DLC wave pack is coming. So this just got me thinking. First off, the game came out in 2014. It's been 9 years since this came out on Wii U, and then it came out on. I think this was out the first year of the Switch, wasn't it? In 2017, along with Zelda and Mario Odyssey. I'm glad it's finally dead. Do we get? I just started thinking this as I was watching the Direct. I was like, oh, I think we're going to get Mario Kart 9 with Switch 2. That is something that can move units. We're not going to get a Zelda.
Yeah.
Probably going to get Mario Odyssey 2 or whatever the next 3D Mario is, I would assume. And if you have Mario Odyssey 2 and Mario Kart 9 at launch, then I'm like, okay, there it is. You got me.
Yeah. Could happen.
Among Us is getting the fungal map in October, and then there was a sizzle reel, and then Sean's dreams came true. I wrote remake, but it's not really a remake, I don't think. I think it's just remastered, really.
I would say remaster. Yeah.
Paper Mario: The Thousand-Year Door coming next year. Sean's dreams come true. Sean, I know you say, everybody says, I think, that this is the best Paper Mario.
Hands down. It's not even close.
It looks funny. You can turn into Bowser at one point, and you're like running through a level. As a newbie,
I will tell you right now.
No way. It's better than RPG?
As excited as you are for Mario RPG, I think I could guarantee you will like this game even more.
Really?
I think so.
Sell me on it. Why?
It's similar to what you've experienced in Sea of Stars, which you will experience in Mario RPG with
it's
the
got
timed
the timing
attacks,
thing. Okay.
the blocking, all that.
Also, all the battles are on a stage or something, which is just amazing.
Yeah. It's just fun. Like, it's so hard to explain. Just like exploring the world and like the different paper related like power-ups you can get. And I feel like Mario RPG, while it's a fantastic game, it's relatively linear.
Yeah.
In this, there's like reasons to go back. It's kind of a hub and spoke kind of layout, I think. Like you've got the central rogue city or rogue port, whatever it's called, that you go back to a lot. And like you can go in the sewers, and I'm not going to spoil anything because it was in the video, but like at one point you can like turn into like a paper airplane anytime you see one of these things, and you can do that to like cross these like big gaps. And so you want to go back and explore once you get these power-ups. You can turn into, well, I don't want to spoil anything else, but I think you'll like this better than Mario RPG. And I think you will love Mario RPG, and you will think, I don't see how this game could be better.
And then it will.
I think it will be. I 100% believe it is. Now, I'm used to the original.
Right.
It's still a fantastic game, but there was a lot. The remake will hands down be better, I'm sure of it.
Of RPG.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When I saw this, I saw the book, and I saw the star, and I'm like, oh, wait, it's Mario. I'm like, okay, the book. I'm like, wait, are they doing it? And then I saw the graphics. I'm like, I was excited because I thought it was just Paper Mario. Because I figured, why would they go straight to Thousand Year Door? But I'm like, it's a remake of the original. We're going to get Thousand Year Door eventually. And then I'm like, oh, wait, no, this is. Once I saw, Rogue Port, whatever, and I saw Luigi comes in. Oh, Mario, we got a letter.
We gotta go talk to the princess.
I can't believe it. Is
this Metal Gear Solid 3 remake?
I was going to say it's up there with Final Fantasy VII Remake for me. Now, it's totally different because that's a brand new game. This is just, hey, remember that old game? You can play it again now. But it's one of those things that I'm like, this seems like it's such a slam dunk. Why wouldn't they do this kind of thing? But I'm like, it's probably never going to happen. or I never would have expected this to happen first. I'm like, if we ever get it, we'll get a Paper Mario remake first, remaster, whatever.
That's okay, John.
And then this will happen after. And that's a good game too. Even the original Paper Mario is good. This is hands down better. I know it's a remake, and I know it's not even a remake. It's a remaster.
And people are so pissed.
But
I'm like, this game is 20. This is not like remaking Horizon Zero Dawn.
Right.
This is a 20-year-old game that there's no way to play it unless you actually have a GameCube.
Unless you have a GameCube.
Or you emulate it illegally. I'm fine with this coming out and this being $60.
Oh,
Perfectly
God.
fine.
I would gladly pay $60 for this. I cannot wait. I mean, we don't know much about next year, but this is easily the top of my list right now.
Okay.
Easily.
This seems like, as a lot of people said, we know the Switch 2 is coming next year.
Yeah.
You can tell we're winding down. They're doing a lot of remakes and smaller games and stuff so they can launch with, hopefully, a new Mario game and Mario Kart 9, which I'm just throwing that out there. That probably won't happen because Nintendo. I think this is a good, like, the big swan song for the Switch was obviously Tears of the Kingdom.
Yeah.
We're not going to get Odyssey 2. The fact that we're getting Mario Wonder is amazing and mind-blowing. I can't believe we're even getting that on the Switch. I mean, not because it's so, like,
right.
How did they do this? It's just, I can't believe we're getting a new 2D Mario game.
Give us some more 2D Zelda games, please.
That's what I was thinking. They're remaking, they're releasing DS games and 3DS games like Luigi's Mansion 2 and stuff. I'm like, if that was a 3DS game and you can put that on the Switch, you can put Link Between Worlds on Switch.
Just do, even though I still never finished it, Oracle.
Well, yeah,
you've
that
got
too.
the
Duh.
engine. Like, that would be so easy. I don't know the first thing about making games, but like, you've already done Link's Awakening.
Everything's there.
It seems like it would be so easy to do the two Oracle games, and I think we will get them eventually. But.
And I have hope now, seeing these DS and 3DS games get re-released. I'm like, you can do Link Between Worlds, and when it happens, it might be my favorite game of all time. Just being able to
maybe
play
the 15-year anniversary.
Yeah, which it's 10 years this year. This November is 10 years. I think it was November 11th. I'm weird with dates. But yeah, I think this is a good end for the Switch. I think this is a cool way to go out with.
I mean, they're killing it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't have an issue with this. My only issue is Mario Kart 8. My God, just please die.
Yeah.
Just whatever. What did you think overall about the Direct? Like you said earlier,
I mean,
high highs.
Way high highs, way low lows, but like, this is 2 Directs in a row that I think Nintendo, they've been doing better than Sony or Microsoft. Yes. And it's not even close.
Yeah.
And that did not used to be the case. I feel like Nintendo was constantly giving us all these games that might as well be the same thing, like Table Warrior Fan Star, like just random words, like let's make that a game, and it's just like anime look at, and they all look the same. I'm like, how are all these games different? They're all the same game, and that's
There's
all
a funny
we
thing we're going to talk about in State of Play, which is hilarious. We're going to talk about something there.
I think this is 2 Directs in a row. Nintendo has killed it. They're far and beyond anything that Sony or Microsoft has done, or that they've announced.
And I saw some people complaining like, oh my God, they started with Splatoon DLC and they ended with just Paper Mario 1000-Year Door. I'm like, what the hell is wrong with you? First off, it makes sense to start with Splatoon. DLC's coming next year. Get it out of the way. Boom.
Yeah.
Now and right after that, Mario versus Donkey Kong. I think that's a great way to start the drive. People just want to be pissed. And I know sometimes I want to be pissed too, but like, I agree with you. I think Nintendo, the games in this that I really care about, just, it doesn't matter the stuff that I don't care about. Yeah. Like I said, there's something for everybody. Great Direct. Let's talk our last item on the news list. We also got a PlayStation State of Play on the same day. Much shorter. That was like 40 minutes. This was about 25 minutes. They started out, oh my God, a game called Baby Steps, coming out summer 2024. This is freaking Bennett Foddy. This is getting over it, making a game where you just try to walk. And I want to say to everybody, go ahead, hit the comment section, get your jokes out about frickin' Death Stranding. Oh, it's a Baby Steps is Death Stranding too, blah, blah, blah. Whatever jokes you can make, walking simulator, go ahead and do it. This is a literal walking simulator made by Bennett Foddy, who made Getting Over It. Just watch. It is the stupidest. It's just the stupidest thing.
Is it like L2, R2, L2,
yeah,
R2?
is it that or is it the two sticks? I don't know because there's like it seems like you can control.
It probably
so
is.
it might be the stick. But and at one point he meets a guy and he's like, well, "How do I? The road's out. What do I do?" And he's like, "Just use your grappling hook." And he's like, "Where the hell do you think I'm going to pull a grappling hook out?" And then the guy's like, "Just grapple that fucker." And he's like, "Yeah, I'll grapple that fucker." Yeah, grapple that fucker. Just. Yeah, just grapple. That's Bennett Foddy's voice.
Really?
Yeah, I think. Oh my God!
Wow.
What did you think about Baby Steps?
This is the first I'm seeing. I didn't get to watch this, but I thought I caught up on most of it on
God.
Twitter, but I missed this one.
This is amazing. This will definitely be a game. I assume it's going to be like $20 or something.
Or just make it free. Put it on PS Plus.
We are 100% playing this game. I will buy it. I don't care. This just looks, whoop, whoop. Like, oh my God. When I saw Bennett Foddy, I'm like, you're kidding me. He made a walking sim and a couple other guys too. But it's just like, if you could take the concept of Getting Over It and put it into a 3D game where you just walk and
there's already
that ensues. Oh my God.
Have you seen this Only Up game?
No.
It's basically 3D Getting Over It.
Really?
Just like it's exactly what you would think a 3D Getting Over It game would be. That's what it is.
That sounds horrible.
It's
hard
horrible
enough in 2D. How do you even?
Yeah.
Then they officially announced Roblox is coming to PlayStation October 10th. It will have cross-platform play. They announced they were saying that so now you can team up with 66 million monthly active users. 66 million people are playing. This is why I couldn't believe Roblox had.
But a
not
lot
come
of
to
them are like
PlayStation yet.
Kira and Casey. Like they're just like.
But there's people that have made a living on YouTube just playing stupid Roblox.
Yeah.
And like role playing and stuff. It's just it boggles my mind. I don't care about this. Then we got two PSVR 2 trailers. Ghostbusters: Rise of the Ghost Lord is coming out October 26th. Is this the killer app? I just realized another state of play without Half-Life Alyx. Son of a bitch. I just realized that.
I don't think it's happening.
Why do we buy this?
I think if it was going to happen, it would have been this year. And it's not looking good.
And you know what I hate? It was rumored that we were going to get a showcase this month. We got a state of play. So I don't think we're getting another showcase this year, which is just insane that shitty... I don't normally swear this much. That shitty showcase we got a couple of months ago, that was horrible.
I've already forgotten about it.
Exactly. That's all we're going to get this year. Really? A bunch of third-party stuff, nothing from first-party. Man. Do you care about... are you looking for... I think this looks cool.
It looks cool, but I don't know. It's a terrible time.
Yes.
We're going to be very busy
we will
during
be
that time.
Busy.
But
I think it looks cool, but again, I don't know that I'll get it, yeah.
This is one, if there's a demo, I would definitely check it out.
Also, we got a new trailer for Resident Evil 4 Remake. VR trailer, VR mode. Coming out this winter. I don't know that they had dated it before. It's not a date, but you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Just seeing this, not even playing it in VR, but seeing the Wolverine guys looking at you as he's slowly like, I'm like, are you kidding me? Those things are terrifying enough when they're not like real. Are you kidding me? Like, sorry, I lost control of my body there. At least it came out the front, not the back.
Now, this is free?
Free update.
Okay.
This I'm playing.
I will definitely play it. I'm looking forward to it.
I don't know that I'm going to
I'm a
play
glutton for
it.
punishment. Like, I'm not looking forward to it as much as I did RE7 and Village in VR. Just because those games are they're different. They're just terrifying.
Oh, yeah. And they were
RE4 is a fantastic game.
Yeah.
It's not scary. But I will definitely play it in VR. I have to check it out.
I just want to at least get to... I don't think I'll play long enough to see the Wolverine guys. I can't remember if they even... Do they have names? Do they ever say what they're called?
It's a long name. Aventador. I can't remember. That's a Lamborghini or something. What are they called? I'll look it up.
Also, I'm just now remembering in the remake that when you're in the room with the two of them, how stressful that was.
Oh, that's terrible. Yeah.
Oh, my God.
Garador.
Garador.
That's kind of close.
They were stressful in the first game. They are way more stressful in the second game. Just that room was like...
Oh, I still have
my God.
PTSD of trying to do that room when I was trying to get the platinum doing
With
that
the
room.
knife.
Yeah, that was terrible.
I'm never going to try to get that platinum. There's
No, I don't know if it was knife. I think that was a pistol only thing.
Okay.
I don't think it was knife. Was RE8
Oh,
in
okay.
Village, but yeah, I think that was a pistol.
But even
only.
then,
It
you're
was
shooting
terrible.
them with a little rinky-dink, and then
You had
gotta
to shoot
move
the
out of
bell,
way.
have them go at it, and then pew pew
Hit them in
pew,
their,
shoot
like,
them in the
thing
back
on
while
their-
they're yeah.
Then Resident Evil 4 Remake is getting another DLC, and it's out tomorrow as we're recording this, the 21st. Separate Ways DLC, September 21. I don't know what happened there. So this is the Ada Wong game expansion from the original game included in the remake. Did you ever get to play this?
I definitely played it. I'm trying to think if I beat it. It's cool because you get to see things that happen. I'm trying to think of what it is, but there in the original there were things that, like, when you got there as Leon, something would already be a certain way. For example, I think, don't quote me on this, when you play this, you're Ada in the village before Leon gets there, and you find out, I think, again, don't quote me on this, I think she's the one that rings the bell that makes all. So there's like little
makes him
things
go
like
to the
that
church.
that you see stuff that's happening before Leon gets there, and it kind of explains other things. It was pretty cool. I don't know that. What is it, like $20 or something?
I don't know.
I would consider it.
I kind of want to play it
But-
again because I don't really have anything like. I would like to play Gears of War, but I mean, I can play Gears of War anytime.
Right.
This would be a fun way to go back to Resident Evil 4. Wesker's in it, even though it wrote weaker.
I was wondering. I was like, "You're weaker." Like, what?
The voice actor is still horrible. I know she got a lot of flack on social media, which you should never do.
I don't
harass
think
these
she's
people.
horrible. I don't think she's. I don't think it's a bad performance, but it's different than Ada that we've seen in the past. I don't think it's bad. It's just different. But yeah, don't do that. Don't be those people.
And then Mercenaries is coming as a free update.
I hate Mercenaries.
Well, at least it wasn't included in the main games. You didn't have to
Yeah.
pay for the platinum. Then we got a trailer for Avatar: Frontiers of Pandora. It's still coming out December 7th. This game looks beautiful. Like, the movies look beautiful. But
I forgot all about it.
it's Far Cry, but it's Avatar.
Yeah.
I don't care. I don't care about Avatar. Why would I care about playing the game? I still never saw the second movie.
Me neither.
Even though somehow we accidentally bought it on iTunes, which means somebody bought it on our... It might have been Eliza screwing around on our Apple TV with the remote and just accidentally bought it or something. I don't know. But somehow we own it. I still haven't watched it. Ghost Runner 2 is coming out October 26th. There's a demo out now. I never played the first one. I can't tell if this is a first-person game. I thought the first game was like side-scrolling. But maybe... I think I'm getting Ghost Runner and Dead Cells conflated in my mind. I don't know.
See, I don't remember what Ghost Runner was.
But there is a demo out now. It's coming out October 26th. Then we got 3 new colors. They're calling them the Deep Earth Collection for PS5 covers and DualSense colors. I think it was Volcanic Red, Cobalt Blue. Is that what they called it?
Sounds
then
right.
Something silver. The silver, I'm like, silver's cool. Why didn't you just put out gray? Do what they did for like the 20th anniversary. Was it 20th anniversary?
PS3?
Yeah, the 20th
4.
anniversary PS4, where it was gray, and they only made like 100,000 of them or something. It was gray, and so the DualShock 4 looked like the original
The one.
Yeah, with the colored buttons and stuff. I'm like, just put that out. I will buy that.
Yeah.
The silver, I'm like, whatever. So that was the whole thing was whatever. Helldivers 2, originally thought to be coming out this year, has been delayed. It's out February 8th. It's also launching on PC at the same time. The gameplay looks good. I'm not buying this.
No.
Also, they did the thing that I hate in any presentation when they have people playing multiplayer and they're like, "Hey, cover my back." Okay, reload. Like, this is not
Nobody.
how this
Yeah.
actually works.
Nobody talks.
Nobody
like that.
does this. No one does this. It's so... I wrote cringe. I hate the word cringe. Cringe makes me cringe, but this was cringe.
It was very cringe.
Also, I'm guessing this is not going to be a free-to-play game. I'm guessing it's going to be $70, and I don't...
It's definitely not worth $70.
No way. No way. Just get Returnal instead. Then we got a new trailer for Spidey 2 and a bunch of details. So they said the city is doubled in size with Queens and Brooklyn. You can do the wingsuit combined with the swinging. I like that you can switch between the 2 Spider-Men on the fly. It's almost instant, which is awesome. There will be new activities and storylines as you progress through the game. You've got this new AR tech in the game that shows tasks on the map as you're just looking out. Like there's this robbery over here and there's this here, whatever. There's a district progress system that will unlock the fast travel, which is instant. There's no more like, well,
I'm on the subway.
Right.
Yeah.
And then even on the PS5 remastered version, they kept the subway stuff in. Just like, I mean, we could load it right now, but people like
why would it be quicker for him to get from here to there taking the subway than just thwipping and thwapping? Like, why would a subway be faster anyway?
It's just funny to see him on the subway, I guess. There's over 65 suits, and it looks like you can change the colors of the suits.
I do like that.
Yeah, there's 200 different ways to outfit Spidey. This is the last we're going to see of the game before it launches. I'm just not...
I'm a little more excited, but I'm still not... Like, I'm going to get... Well, I'm not going to get it day one. I guess I'll get it day one, but I'm not going to be playing it day one.
Right.
But I don't know. It's just...
Aaron Boudin got ejected again. His 7th ejection.
I'm sure I'll come around. Like, once I start playing it, I'm sure I'll get hooked. I don't doubt that at all. But I'm not that hyped for it. And I don't know.
I also thought about maybe I should play Spider-Man 2018 remastered.
It is.
The
it's
PS5
beautiful.
version.
Yeah. I wouldn't play
to
it.
get ready, but I'm like, I feel like if I play that, I'm going to be even less. Not that it's a bad game,
yeah.
But it's going to be like, it's going to make me realize it is really just more of the same.
Yeah.
If I play the first one again and then go into this, I don't know. They haven't given away. They talk about Kraven being the main bad guy.
There's
Obviously,
no way
he's not. They've shown Venom now in the game. There's the Goblin in it. Is apparently Venom again is not Eddie Brock, which means it's obviously a certain character. I won't spoil the end of the first game. I almost spoiled that if you haven't played the first one. I don't know. I'm excited. It's going to be great, I'm sure, but I'm like, I don't know if this is even going to be top 5. I haven't even played it, so who knows? But if this even cracks my top 5 this year, with as good as this year's been, I'd be
top 5 this year is very good.
Like if I just let me look at my note. Where's my?
I mean, Tears of the Kingdom is up there. RE4 is up there. What else has been this year? Oh, Star Wars is up there. Oh, Final Fantasy.
About Jedi Survivor. Dead Space was this year. Resident Evil 4. Sea of Stars. Batboy. Batboy was actually a really good game.
I would guess this is going to end up probably right around 5 for me, I would guess. If it ends up like 3, 4-ish, that's
it's
unbelievable.
A hell of a game. Yeah. Next up, Tales of Arise is getting Beyond the Dawn DLC out November 9th. The funny thing, this was the funny thing I was going to say. So as they were showing this, when I was making my notes, I wrote down, this is Honkai Star Rail. And then it gets to the end, it's like, Tales of Arise, DLC. I'm like, delete that. I thought that was Honkai Star Rail. Then the next game they show is Honkai Star Rail. You could have told me it was the exact same game, and I would have believed you 100%. They look exactly the same. Blue one on the dresser in garage. That reminds me, I got to ask Dad where he put the dog's leashes. Because Barkley obviously went to get his haircut today, and I was like, I don't know where the leashes are. Dad picked them up because we weren't going to get home till like 7 o'clock. And I don't know I think he stole my leashes. So I got to figure out where they are. So yeah, Honkai Star Rail. But you know what I mean? Didn't they look like they could be the exact same game?
Yeah.
Foam Stars getting an open beta September 29th to October 1st. Not for me, but I do think this game is starting to look more fun, but I don't care.
Yeah.
Then they end the trailer with Final Fantasy VII Rebirth. It's got a date, February 29th. Easily my most anticipated game next year. It'll be tough to see if something can top it as we stand right now. So in the trailer, we see Zack carrying Cloud. So we're already messing with the multiverse stuff here. It says we're looking for Sephiroth, but then we're fighting by Sephiroth's side. Later in the trailer, Kate Sith, Can't Sith is what it wrote here. Kate Sith is playable.
Also, not Kate Sith.
Kite?
I'm pretty sure, I don't know why.
It's C-A-I-T, right?
Yeah. But I'm pretty sure it's Cat She.
Cat She? It's Kate Sith.
I know. But I'm pretty sure technically it's Cat She. No, I feel like nobody says that, but I'm pretty sure it's Cat She. I don't know how, I don't know why, but I've heard it's Cat She. But yeah, it's Kate Sith.
That's like Asuka's name being A-S-U-K-A.
Yeah.
And Shinsuke.
Yeah, you drop the U just drops out.
But there's no U in here. There is
Can't
no
spell
I
awesome.
in team. Is that the song? Were you singing the same thing?
Kind of.
Girl, you ain't no I in team, but
Girl,
you know
there
there is a
ain't
me.
no you in Katesith.
But you know there is a me. No, there's not. Cat she.
Cat she.
Was it playable in the original
Yeah.
FF7? Okay.
He sucks though.
People love him.
I've seen that. He's terrible.
He's a Sith. He's a dark. I want to imagine that
He's
this
a
is-
she.
I want to imagine that it's an actual Sith. This little cat, floating cat thing. There's different chocobo. They showed chocobo that you can ride. They go up walls. They do other stuff. Was this in the original game?
Yeah.
They fly, I think, was one of them, right? Cloud's on a Segway. I'm gonna guess that
Was not in the original.
because they didn't exist back then. I wrote down, holy shit, these I assume they're bosses I'm seeing in this trailer.
So I haven't
Oh my
watched the whole
God.
trailer. I've seen like little clips that other people have posted. So I don't know what bosses they're showing, but
There's some big like serpent thing. There's something
okay.
that looks like a Cerebus or whatever. It doesn't have 3 heads. It's not a Cerebus. I don't know. It looks like this big lion kind of a beast thing that's like green or something. Kind of looks like if Blanca walked on 4 legs. It says in there the reunion is when worlds merge. What? Are you kidding me? I mean, by the way,
the reunion meant something else in the original. I'll say that.
Okay.
So I don't know what this means, but
the producer of the game has said that it ends when that happens.
I'm sure it does, but
It ain't happening, right?
it either isn't happening or there's a twist. Like it'll happen and then something like there's no way that just ends.
Especially since Zach is in this.
Yeah,
They
everything.
They got to get together.
Yeah.
They did say after the fact in their press release that there is that quote nearly 100 hours of adventure awaits, and it says it's a PS5 exclusive for 3 months minimum. I'm just watching this trailer. I'm like, oh my god! So did you team up with Sephiroth in the original game?
Yes, but it's flashback.
This doesn't seem like it's a flashback in this trailer. This seems like you're fighting with him now because they're like looking at each other like, like you want to
I
kill
think
me,
it's
but
still.
we got to kill this.
I mean, maybe. I think it's still a flashback.
But then, like, he talks to Cloud in this trailer. Why is Zach carrying Cloud? That's not in the original game because Zach ain't.
no,
Zach
but isn't
dies.
that how 7 ended? When they're leaving Midgar, and then it's all of a sudden you see Zach walking back. I can't remember if he had
he's
Cloud.
just walking? Well,
He didn't have
spoiler
Cloud?
alert. I don't think he had. No, because
Okay.
Cloud walks by him.
No,
Doesn't Cloud carry Zach in Crisis Core? Or does Zach just, spoiler alert, die?
I don't know. I can't keep track of it all.
Where's your hype level?
So I did say Thousand Year Door was my most hyped game for next year. I did forget about this. This is one. I'm still a little worried because I'm not in love with the battle system of the first one.
I loved it.
And I'm also kind of worried because I just don't know. I don't know how you do it. I have faith that it'll be fine. But like when I think of what they did with Midgar in the first one, Midgar is like a dot
Right.
on the map. So like, is there just going to be open feet? Like, I just don't think this one's going to feel. I mean, the overworld map of the original was like any old school RPG where it's just there's nothing there. You have random battles that occur,
Right.
but like you could remove it almost entirely and not miss anything. So I'm sure it's similar in this. You're not literally just going to have to walk across like a continent to get from
Yeah.
Calm to Nibelheim or whatever. Like, but I can't. It's like in my mind, I cannot envision how it's going to work, and it bothers me. And I don't know why. I'm sure it'll be fine, but I can't wait.
I almost think I'm more excited for this than I was the original remake because at the time we didn't know what
We didn't
we were
know-
doing with the remake.
Yeah.
And even me, who hasn't played the original, Colin says I'm a poser for that. And now that I like turn-based games, maybe I actually will play.
Yeah.
And now it's not like I'm going to get anything spoiled because
It's all different.
things. This just seems like this is going to have, and they said 100 hours, so that kind of confirms it. But just looking at everything, it's like where, yeah, the first one was very linear with some side stuff you can do. This seems like there's just there's going to be a lot of meat here, I think. Now, when that happens in the original game, how far into the game is that? Was that the end of disc 2, or was that?
It's further than I remembered.
Okay.
Because I remember the last time I played it being like, well, I'm not going to bother.
I don't know why I'm saying that happens. Everyone knows Aerith dies.
Okay.
It's a 25-year-old game.
I remember the last time, maybe the last couple times I played it, I remember just being like, I'm not going to bother using Aerith because what's the point? Why am I going to level her up when I could be leveling somebody else up?
Yeah.
But you have her for a long... I would say it's 2/3, maybe 3/4 of the way through the game. It's pretty far. So if this is part 2 of 3...
Yeah, that makes sense then.
I think they're just getting back on track.
But they're getting off track.
Well, but I'm saying they're clearly not going to do with the rest of the game what they did with Midgar. Because Midgar is like 10% of the game in the original.
Right.
Maybe 5%. I don't know. So clearly, they're like, all right, we wanted to do that with Midgar, but the rest of it, we're going to keep it to the right scale and whatever. So I think they're on track. I mean, this is going to be, it's pretty clearly going to be a 3-part thing. So, yeah.
Overall, what'd you think of the state of play? I thought, again, as we said earlier, Nintendo kicked their butts.
Yeah, I mean, Final Fantasy VII looks awesome. Spidey looks good, but like,
other than baby steps, there's really
give
nothing
us
else I care
something new. Like, I don't know. And I know it's a state of play; it's not a showcase,
right?
But like, you got to give us something. I don't know, other than Spidey and Final Fantasy, what's the next big AAA game coming out?
Wolverine, and all we've seen is Fink.
And Final Fantasy, I mean, it's not even Sony. It's Square Enix for now.
Yeah, exactly.
But, yeah.
I thought it was fine.
Yeah.
I think my game of the show, not counting Final Fantasy VII Rebirth because we already knew about it, is the Baby Steps game. It's just so stupid that I just can't wait to play it.
Yeah.
That is it for the news of the week. About an hour or so of news when normally we have to stretch it to just get to like 20 minutes of news. So, Sean, let's fly through the wrap-up. Speaking of Spider-Man 2, it has gone gold. Good to hear. So it's going to make the October 20th date. That's awesome. Starfield has now announced, or Bethesda has now announced, that Starfield has hit 10 million players since launch. What's weird is that Forza Horizon 5, which came out 2 years ago with a lot less Xboxes out there, hit 10 million players faster than Starfield did, and Starfield's supposed to be the best game ever.
Yeah.
No, I have not played any more of it. No, I don't think I'm going to. It's just not for me.
Done with it?
Yep. It's just not for me. Starfield is getting on PC NVIDIA DLSS support. Built-in mod support's coming next year. PC is also getting ultra-wide support, a field of view slider, and HDR calibration. This just came out today. Glenn Schofield is leaving Striking Distance Studios despite founding it after the flop of Callisto Protocol. That game cost like $175 million or something crazy to make for like a 6-hour linear game that's like not as good as the Dead Space remake that came out a month later. Man.
Yeah, it did not do it for me.
They really screwed that up. Also, what screwed up here is my autocorrect again, because instead of writing Stieg Asmussen, it wrote Stiff Asmussen, is leaving Respawn. So he directed the 2 Jedi games. He wanted to make the whole trilogy. I don't know why he left. I don't like it that he left because although I do think with the way that the Survivor ends, it's kind of like, I get what the next game's going to be about. It's going to be going after a certain person, but I'm also like, kind of wrapped up.
It could, you could
just leave
end it. Yeah.
I assume they're still going to make a third game, but it won't be Stieg Asmussen making it. Reportedly, the CMA is finally set to rule on the Microsoft Activision merger next week. So hopefully they can just say, okay, you did the cloud stuff, cool, we approve it, and this thing can just go through, so we never have to talk about it again. Yeah, right.
I mean, we don't have to talk about it now.
New PS5 firmware is out now. It includes 4 SSD support, up to 8 terabytes. Who the hell needs 8 terabytes of games? Dolby Atmos enabled speakers are now supported. You can mute the PS5 beep when you boot up, which is the biggest thing.
Hallelujah.
I need to turn that on. You can now search your game library. I didn't realize I couldn't do that before.
Yeah.
Stupid. What are you doing, Sony? The UI also has haptic feedback as well. So now Final Fantasy VII Remake has sold 7 million copies. This includes Intergrade. This is low.
Oh, okay.
Right?
I
This
was
game's
gonna
out
say,
on PC, too.
What just happened? What were they saying? 16 sold?
3 million in a weekend, and that was a disappointment.
Yeah, that's weird.
I can't believe this is only... I don't know why they even announced that. I wouldn't have announced that.
Yeah.
That's not good. It's been out for 3 years. It's also on PC, and it's only sold 7 million. I mean, I don't care. I love the game. It's just weird that you'd be like, hey, we sold 7 million copies.
Yeah.
Okay. There's 115 million PS4s out there, plus all the PCs, and you sold
That's
7 million.
so weird. Yeah.
Unity is seemingly rolling back their install fee plans that were announced a week ago because it was stupid. So that's good. Modern Warfare 3 has revealed their remastered Modern Warfare 2, the original Modern Warfare 2, not the one that came out last year. They're getting all 16 maps from the original Modern Warfare 2 are going to be in Modern Warfare 3 remastered. That's pretty freaking cool. Also, open world zombies. Don't know how that's going to work. Every zombies mode is kind of open world, though, because you're running over the world and you've got to get stuff to unlock stuff. So I don't really understand why that's a big deal. EA has confirmed that The Sims 5 will be, quote, unquote, free to download.
I like the original Sims, but there's one, probably 4, that I think is on PS Plus.
Yeah.
Or was at one point. I'm like, I'll check it out. And these games just do not translate to console. I enjoyed the original on PC.
But also, what does free to download even mean?
You can download it for free.
Well, right, but then can you just have like one person in one room, and then you got to pay for the rest? You know what I mean? It's just because they didn't call it free to play; they said free to download.
That's true.
So it's weird. So maybe you can download it, but you can't play it until you pay. I don't know. Every game technically, well, no, it's not. That's a stupid thing to say, Kevin. The Immortals of Avium development studio, Ascendant Studios, has laid off half of their staff after the game flopped. That sucks.
That does suck.
Colin played this. He said, this is one of the best games this year. It's getting a bad rap. I'm like, yeah, maybe you just don't have good taste in games. I don't know.
Yeah.
I feel bad for them. It's horrible. But yeah. Hades 2, which Sean drafted, is entering early access in Q2 of next year. So
I'll draft it again next year.
good pick by Sean. Was that your first pick?
Mm-hmm.
Well, if we do, I do like what James said, or somebody, or maybe it was Derek, I can't remember who it said, why don't we just, if you had a game that didn't come out this year, you can keep it in that round.
It's like
a Dynasty.
Dynasty, yeah. Dynasty. I like it.
Like a Dragon Infinite Wealth is coming out January 26th. Game Pass. Normally I don't talk about the games coming to Game Pass because I don't care. But now that I actually have used my Xbox a little bit, I wanted to talk about this. Obviously, Lies of P is out now. Reviewed pretty well. A little bit over an 8.
Yeah.
Payday 3, of course, Xbox exclusive, so it's coming there. And actually, Gotham Knights is coming. And I'm like, okay.
It's pretty good.
I'll try it.
Yeah.
I still don't think it ever got a 60 frames patch, but if it's free, quote unquote, on Game Pass, I'll give it a try. PS Plus extra games were announced for September. They include Near Replicant, 13 Sentinels, Civilization 6, Unpacking, I think it's Unpacking Simulator. I just didn't write the whole thing. Odin Sphere Lift Razor. Supposed to be a really good RPG, I think. Planet Coaster, Contra Rogue Core, Paw Patrol, and other games. PS Plus Premium, Sean, gets Star Ocean The First Departure R, Star Ocean Till the End of Time, Star Ocean The Last Hope Remastered, and Dragon's Crown Pro.
Till the End of Time is the one that I played.
It is,
I
okay.
loved it.
That's it for this episode. A beefy one, a meaty one, a sausagey one.
Lots of beef.
Lots of beef. Where's the beef?
Beef.
Where's the beef?
Beef.
That's it for this episode. It was a long one. Thank y'all for watching. Until the next time, Sean, do you need me to wait?
Nope.
Okay.
You're fine.
Go ahead and take us out.
Thank you for playing.